Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back with another 10 metal bands you haven't heard but should. This video was going to come a bit earlier, but there was a couple things that took a while to arrive, and I've also been busy with a few things. Probably most interestingly, the Sickly Ganglen vinyl release. I'm just going to cover that up because it's the Bandcamp download code. They all come with a number card. It's black LP. Really cool to have my stuff on vinyl. Just going to reach over and show you the back. So Legions of Darkness Records put this out. So yeah, big shout out to Johnny and Paul. You can order it from my Bandcamp, ahpnrecords.bandcamp.com, or message Legions of Darkness on Facebook. And on the other note, there's also CDs and tapes for the release. Tapes are with Slime Citadel, CDs are with Clobber Records. And I've just got in yesterday the new shipment of t-shirts, which again can be ordered from my Bandcamp, ahpnrecords.bandcamp.com. Shameless self-promotion, I know, but really excited about it. Good to have a full line. I've also got the patches restocked and stuff with the logo, so yeah, all is well here. Been packing orders for any of you guys who may have ordered. They'll be on the way. For the shirts were the last thing as of yesterday. Vinyl's going this week. But yeah, anyway, I'll get straight into it. Just figured some of you may be interested in that. It's kind of dissonant black metal. First up is definitely the most known band of these unknown bands, I guess, because I think for how important they are, they're not recognised anywhere near enough, and I'm talking about Root from the Czech Republic. This is my favourite album of theirs, Madness of the Graves. I also love Temple of the Underworld, or In the Underworld. They're first wave black metal, and if you're thinking Celtic Frost or Bathory or Hellhammer or Merciful Fate, I guess Merciful Fate may be a bit closer, but they've got this dark, epic, doomy kind of sound with a lot of clean vocals, very operatic, but definitely with that mystical, dark kind of black metal feeling to it. And I think inarguably these guys are one of the most important bands for the rebirth of black metal from Scandinavia and Europe and stuff, and shortly after the United States and Canada. Yeah, Root, definitely really amazing band. Like, always stick them on, and if I'm doing something I just drop it because I become entranced by all the weird occult shit going on. So yeah, if you don't know Root and you care about where black metal came from, or just want some good epic doom kind of touches to black metal, definitely check out Root. Next up, some more proper underground stuff from our buddies Dark Horizon. This is Holocaustum. It's good old school death with some thrashy touches. You know, if you like Possessed, those kinds of bands, this is definitely going to be for you. I think this is really killer stuff. I had to split up this stuff because I didn't want to just have like an almost entire video from one label or anything, but I really like this record. I think it's some really cool stuff. And yeah, if you're into your very early death metal, check this one out. Next up, from Dawning Septic Productions, sorry I couldn't read the back, is Concilium. The artwork's quite hard to see. It's, if I take this out for you guys, it's got this really cool Lovecraftian artwork, which summarizes the music actually better than I expected it to. It's quite dissonant, definitely black and death territory. It's got really impressive musicianship and really unique songwriting. I stuck this on, not really sure what to expect, because I always look at the artwork and can kind of gauge it, but no, I've really enjoyed this release. I think Concilium makes some really weird music, which I'm always keen for. I believe this is their first EP and only released today, but it's definitely worth checking out if you like some weird stuff. Now, back with both the aforementioned labels, Dark Horizon and Dawning Septic, we have Obscure Devotion. A lot of these you may have seen reviewed on my webzine, natskulk.wordpress.com, getting in all the promotion today. Obscure Devotion is just your typical meat and bones black and death metal, you know, crushing drums, grindy riffs, horrible vocals. It's just awesome black and death. You know, if you like Belphegor, Behemoth, that kind of black and death as opposed to this kind of black and death, definitely check out Obscure Devotion. They do a really cool job. And it's incredibly well produced, especially for such an underground band. It's got really crushing final mix, and it definitely does the riffs and blasts favours. Now for something in the complete opposite direction of most of these bands. Cemetery Lights. This album sounds like it comes out of potentially South America or maybe like Italy or Greece in like 1989. Really cool, really occulty, mystical black metal. Definitely if you like Necromantia, sorry, I'm thinking of the horror movie, Necromantia, then you'll like this. It's a very bass heavy tone, although they do have guitar, I believe. It's very clean, and the kind of tremolo riff sounds really weird, like really inhuman sounding. This is on Nuclear War Now. I might add, but yeah, this is, I believe, their first full length. I think they did a demo some years back, and yeah, I stuck this on when I was reviewing it for Nuclear War Now, and I was just like, this is fucking old. And I was like, no, it's not. It's from 2019, and it's just really cool. Very traditional, like, pre-Norwegian black metal. Like I say, if you like the Greek and Italian kind of approach to it, definitely check out these guys. Next up, some war metal, because these days, what would it be if I wasn't talking about caveman riffs? And, of course, got my trusty brand new Conqueror shirt. And this is Impiety. This is a compilation called Vengeance Hell Immemorial on gorgeous gatefold vinyl. In fact, I've been really slack. I don't often show the vinyl, but this one's too cool not to. Just because it is black and red war metal vinyl. It's just what you'd want. It's from Hell's Headbangers Productions. As you can see, the little upside down HHR cross, which is one of those symbols to me that's almost become a hallmark of quality. There's very few releases I don't like from Hell's Headbangers, and again, that's just down to personal taste. I love and have got a lot of their stuff. Yeah, Impiety, excellent war metal. Like I say, these are the demos, which to me are the best releases. With a lot of these bands, the demos are where they really get into the kind of grimy side of stuff. Like Blood Upon the Altar is my favourite Blasphemy release, for example, as much as I love the two albums and the live stuff. But yeah, if you like Impiety, if you like war metal, check out Impiety. They're absolute maniacs, and, you know, that artwork is what it sounds like. Total chaos, super aggressive, caveman riffs, and lots of, good stuff. Carcinoid next, nice death doom on Memento Mori Records. Was reviewing this one the other day as well. Had to pick it up naturally, as is the way of the collector. Really just tight old school death metal with doomy touches. It doesn't sound like all the other Death Doom bands. It's definitely got that swampy, cavernous feel, but there's also, it's not like just overly dragged out. There's plenty of bite, there's plenty of groove, plenty of catchy hooks and memorable riffs, not just slow death metal. So this is definitely probably one of my favourite Death Doom releases at the minute, so definitely check out Carcinoid. On the subject of Death Doom, although I've had one of these bands on here before, I believe, this is the only thing I could get by Disma without paying stupid money for the Towards the Megalith album. This is Disma and Convulse, Days of Death, with one track from Disma, one track from Convulse. Of course, Convulse, a very important band from the 90s Finnish death metal scene. Definitely one of the bands that, at least to my reception, really brought in the doom metal in death metal, making that kind of slow stuff. Disma, again, very death doom, but with a bit more HM2 in the sound, so you get some sweet death in there too. Really fucking cool split. I love Disma, I love Convulse, but yeah, of course, I'm sure I had Convulse on one of the earliest ones, so Disma is the band to check out. But if you haven't heard Convulse, of course, also check them out. There's never too much death metal. And now for a couple tapes to close out the video. Some more death doom in the form of Cyanide. This is the newest EP, Unhumanized. Hell's Headbangers Records, another one of their releases, as you can tell, big fan. This is horrible, swampy, slow, murky, dungeon-dwelling death metal. It's filthy, it's crusty. It's got some nice D beats that'll have you headbanging the whole way through. I just think that this is a killer EP, and actually my favourite Cyanide release. Not that there's, you know, they've been going a fair while. There's some great stuff, but this to me is just the culmination of being total death metal meatheads, and I love it. And now finally, you may have seen this on my Instagram today, in fact, along with the Root one, Bütcher's second album, I believe, 666 Goats Carry My Chariot on Dying Victims Productions. I love this album. Like, when I say I love this album, the second song, Iron Bitch, is my favourite, and I play that at least once a day. It's, if you imagine Destroyer 666, and if they were a bit more Motorheady, is exactly how I just described them to my buddy Neil from Now the Owls Are Smiling. Yeah, imagine Destroyer 666, but with more Motorhead, bit of Midnight in there maybe. Just great blackened thrash, fast, super over the top, just balls to the wall heavy metal. That's what Bütcher give you. They're from Belgium, I believe, off the top of my head. They just played the launch show with Aggressive Perfector, who's a really good UK speed band as well, black thrash band. Definitely just give Bütcher a listen. I think as far as just heavy metal gone extreme, this is what it should sound like. Absolutely amazing album, and definitely grab that one from Dying Victims Productions. And yeah, that's 10, well technically 11 if Convulse counts, metal bands you haven't heard but should, part something I can never keep up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you, like I said at the start, if you want to check out my band's LPs and stuff, that would be greatly appreciated. Of course, if you don't want to, don't. I'd much rather you check out all these cool bands because, you know, they're fucking awesome. I'd rather listen to this stuff. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and until next time, stay metal.